Today we will talk about the statement that the people with high IQs is good language learners. In our lectures, our tutor gave us a very simple example and story about Francois Gahn. It was very educated person and he couldn't learn German because first of all he was afraid of speaking. He was just sitting in his room and trying to learn something, but he couldn't to practice it on the language. That's why he didn't learn German. And of course, this is now my example. Now I am studying Finnish because last year I was in Finland and I liked that country. Language is very hard. It's one of the most hardest languages in the world, but I want to improve myself. That's why I started to learn it. And the first I need to practice. Yes, practice my language skills, even if they are very on on the last level. But the next one, I don't be ashamed to be funny. Yes, to be ridiculous, and sometimes I speak to myself. Uh, behind behind others think that I'm maybe crazy because I just talk to myself, but it's good for me because I remember the phrasal verbs in Finnish and something like that. The next one, what I do, yes, I monitor my language. I all the time I try to avoid mistakes. The next one, I all the time takes notes during my lecture. I write down the new words or grammar rules. All this I just try to note everything. Yes, that was mentioned on our lecture. I try to find new words in vocabulary, but sometimes I watch videos with real Finnish people. That's why I like to listen and to guess what are they saying. Yes. And sometimes I play with my little daughter with using this language. It was a typical questions. Yes, what's your name, and so on and so forth. And the big problem of our adults, yes, is that they're afraid to be funny because they need to look smart, because they are very educated, they have a lot of diplomas, but don't be afraid of it, because this is how you will introduce you to your new language. And they avoid risks, but if you don't risk, you wouldn't get a good result in your language. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much for your attention.